Warning. In the game, there are several contents that might make you uncomfortable related to trauma, neuroses, and mental challenges included but not limited to bullying, eating disorder, and etc. Please proceed with caution, and if you need resources, there will be a link in the description of the video.
Which I'm looking forward to, actually. A couple of students keep asking me questions. One by one, they got closer, and eventually I'm surrounded by them. This can also trigger a panic attack as claustrophobia. Here's the thing. When you're enclosed in a space, it genuinely triggers a panic attack as you genuinely feel trapped. And even if you aren't claustrophobic and you have an anxiety disorder, it will still trigger a panic and or anxiety attack. So please, with caution, if you know somebody is going through something and you know they have anxiety, please do not crowd them. It is counterproductive is what I'm going to say. All of these new faces that I never saw before, and all of them looking at me enthusiastically. When I tried to speak, everyone became quiet. A few of them looked at me with curiosity. Where did you come from? If I played that joke twice, I better not get copyrighted. From Nation Star of Hope High School. Who the what now? NSHHS. That's got to be one big slogan. Isn't the school also located in Jakarta? That's also in Indonesia, I believe. Isn't that the capital? Am I an idiot or am I just fucking smart? Hang on. Is Jakarta capital of Indonesia? Holy shit, I was right. It is the capital of Indonesia. I was fucking right. Damn, my geology professor is probably going to be so fucking proud of me. Even though I haven't seen them for like 3 years. Why did you transfer out? If they knew what happened at the previous school, my efforts would have failed. No one would befriend me. Even Kanana would steer clear of me. Everyone would. And here we go back into overthinking. Everyone who tried to defend me would eventually jade. I'm always alone. I'm always alone. Are you a dropout? Or couldn't make the grades over there? No need to worry about that with us. Lies. No need to be shy. No one is going to talk bad about you. That's not the problem. It doesn't matter how people talk about you. Here's the thing. When you have anxiety, you don't care what other people think. Genuinely, you don't. Me personally, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Genuinely, I just don't give a shit. I don't have time to. But the moment people start talking, and the moment anxiety just kicks you in the back door and says, yeah, I'm going to take over for a bit, every little comment becomes so fucking negative that it genuinely just pushes you over the edge and you just want to fall. But the strength to catch yourself is so fucking hard and extremely difficult to get. Again, resources in the description. No one is going to talk bad about you.
But everybody lies.
That is a joke, by the way. They also said the same thing back then. Mentity? Oh, her name is Mentity? Is she your friend, Kanana? Why don't you say something? Why don't you say anything, Mentity? Or she can't speak? Hey, don't say that. Appreciate it, schoolgirl B. Yes, I cannot speak. I never speak. If I speak, then I will. Surely they will. Oh god, here we go again. Yep, here we go. Okay. This is basically what anxiety looks like. Here's the thing. The best way to describe anxiety is 3D glasses, but instead of it showing what's happening, it's showing everything that could happen. And it shows everything that we don't want to happen.
And my job is to protect her from the scary stuff she can't see. I plan for the future. Oh, I can show you. You're gonna love this. Oh, I was
Who's using that as a cup holder?
Okay, so my team has run all the data and we're looking at the following likely scenarios. First, we don't take this camp seriously and we goof off with Bree and Grace. Riley looks really uncool in front of Val. She fails to impress the coach, does not become a firehawk, and finally arrives at high school. She has no one. She eats alone and only the teachers know her name.
Ew.
Okay, you and I are gonna be friends.
Oh, this is a sad story.
It's a ridiculous story. Look, again, love the energy, but you're being silly. None of this will actually happen.
Right, whatever you say, you're the boss.
It's basically overthinking on steroids, and it's only showing us what we don't want, and throws so much negativity towards the person that it just fucking sucks, and it just brings you down all the fucking time. And this is basically what most people see when you think of anxiety disorders. Also schizophrenia, if you didn't know. I fell down in front of the school lockers. The logo of the Nation Star of Hope in the locker covered by my waist-length hairs. A couple of female students surrounded and cornered me until I couldn't move at all. I know all of them. You ever got accepted into the 10C class, you know that. Just because, yep, doesn't mean anything. Or overthinking again. But I don't. Shut up! A female student punches the locker beside me. My body is shaking and I'm starting to sweat due to fear. There you go. Damn, that hurts. What did she expect? She punched a locker. Another student tries to peek and see what's happening. My eyes catch his. Ah, the boy I talked to before. Apparently, he's the most popular boy in school. I shouldn't have grouped up with him in the for the class assignment. I shouldn't have. Mentity, don't try to pick on people. I never... Mentity. What kind of girl can you be? Enough. This is enough. I never wanted anything out of this. Mentity. And we're back. Okay. This girl needs so much fucking therapy. Not just to manage the anxiety disorder, but to manage the dissociation. As twice in one day means that a high stress environment was probably the biggest cause for it. Because here's the thing. The reason people disassociate is because they are in a high stress environment and they just don't want to be there. So their mind literally has them retreat into another part of their mind, which is what equates to an out-of-body experience. And also, dissociation happens with panic attacks and or anxiety disorders. Sorry, again, my voice is fucking dying on me. It's 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. and my voice is actually fucking dying. I might have to cut this video short. And by short, I mean it's one fucking hour long. Mentity. I take a quick breath. Felt like I was falling down from an endless ravine. Again, that's what dissociating feels like, and what anxiety feels like. Kirana holds my shoulders and looks at me with panic in her eyes. I'm fine, thank you very much. Standing next to Kirana, a female student looks concerned and holds a water bottle. I remember her. She's the one who stood in front of Kirana. She is the one who stood in front of Kirana during the ceremony. Drink up, Mentari. I grab a bottle with my shaky hand. Slowly. This schoolgirl is nice. I drink the water and feel relief in my chest. Thank you. You're welcome. How do you feel? There's no point in telling them. No one would understand. It's how it feels. Genuinely how it feels. Again, resources in the description. And if they're not there, yell at me in the comments. I give you full permission. If the resources are not there, yell, scream, and put swears in the comments that until I put them there. Because I really want them to be there. And if they aren't, I'm gonna kick myself. Oh, anyway, I haven't introduced myself. I am AU. Okay, IU. I'm your class president. Of course. What are we gonna do? Be over-apologetic or introduce ourselves? Nah, you know. We're gonna be over-apologetic as fuck. I'm sorry for... No, it's alright. Everyone knows that being in a new environment and being surrounded like that can be super stressful. It should have been me who apologizes for not jumping in sooner. If you have any problems, you can count on me. Or me. You could also count on me. Of course, you can also count on Kirana as well. Ha ha. I like her already. Positive influence, positive influence. Get your head out of your own head. There's a term. Get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out of your ass. Get your head out of your own head. It's not wrong, alright? That isn't incorrect. You need to get out of your own head. Alright, everyone come inside. Leo enters the room and greets the entire class. Leo smiles wide when he catches my eye. That's right, we have a new student. Has everyone met her yet? Come on, Mentity, come up here.
Oh! Pretend we can't speak English!
Fuck you. Can we pretend we can't speak English? The whole class looks at me while I stand and walk to the front of the class. Please introduce yourself. Oh god, fuck this option. Hi, I'm Mentity. I'm mentally disabled and I fucking hate myself. How are you? That's how I would introduce myself enthusiastically in this scenario. Calmly, I would just say, hi, I'm Mentity. Fuck you. I fucking hate you. Fucking hate you. And fuck you, Mr. Leo, for making me do this. Anyway, that's basically me in a nutshell. I will see you guys later as I walk out of the classroom. All of this is a joke. Please do not do this. That's asking to be expelled. Also, this motherfucker definitely did not get the memo from the beginning of this fucking game. Dude literally walked in, wanted to get introduced to us, and immediately got cut off by Miss Lena, saying that we are shy. And dude immediately threw that shit out the fucking back end of his fucking head. Nah, in one ear, out the fucking other. This guy needs the opposite of a raise. Take some flowers, man. Take some flowers. Take some flowers. They'll help. Come on, Mentity, you have to fight your shyness. That's not how this fucking works. Take some flowers. Take some flowers. Take some flowers. Mentity, you can't even do this. That is the worst thing you could possibly say to someone going through this. You can't even do this. You can't even do that. You can't even be this. You can't even do this. That is probably the worst fucking thing you could have said. Fuck this guy. Yeah, exactly. And now we're getting back in our own head. I can do this. And here we go. Give me one more chance. Please. Tari. You can't even introduce yourself. I'm sorry. I'm indeed lame. The fucking posh. I'm indeed lame. The fucking, what's the word? The chivalry in this fucking sentence. So fucking great. But yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. That is the worst thing you could have said. That exact wording, too. The worst way you could have said it. Dude had a list of how he could have said this. And he chose not only the worst one to say with somebody with an anxiety disorder, but also somebody with a self-conscious disorder, a self-worth problem. All of these things. Like, there should be a list on screen right now of all the things that are confirmed about menstruating. And this guy checked all of those boxes of I don't give a shit and said the worst possible thing to trigger each and every one of them. My guy, you failed as a teacher. Tari, what exactly can you do? I don't even know what I can do. Probably will burden people, and that's where we get to. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You get told you can't even do this. And then eventually you kind of just fall into that pattern of you can't do this, you can't do that, but I want to, please give me another chance. And you constantly demean yourself until you genuinely think you are a burden on people. Again, resources in the description. Please do not do anything to yourself. Please do not burden yourself with other people's burdens, and please do not burden yourself with any of these fucking lies that you tell yourself. Each and every one of you watching this video is a good person, perfect in every fucking regard. Do not do anything. Go reach out to people. You have nothing to fucking fear about yourself, right? I cannot give a motivational speech to save my life. Point is, love yourself for who you are, flaws and all, because everybody has flaws. Every glass, no matter how pristine, has cracks. Diamonds aren't perfect. None of them are perfect. But they still shine as bright as a diamond. I had a metaphor in there, but I fucking lost it. Alright? Love yourselves, even though it's hard. Reach out if you can. Reach out if you want. But at the end of the day, help yourselves. Alright? Don't hate yourselves too much. Everybody has flaws. Everybody's working on themselves. Be kind to yourself, alright? That's all I ask. Nobody can cure mental illness in a day, let alone in a couple of hours. But take time to be easy on yourself, because everybody's going through struggles. This is just a very good representation of them. Everybody's going through struggles. Everybody. And if they aren't, they're either lying or they're suppressing them themselves. I would know. Moving on. Take care of yourselves. If you're watching this video, go have yourself a nice drink of water. Be healthy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we apologizing to them? Because we should honestly not be. Seems like Man City is still adapting. Yep, we dissociated again. That is 3 dissociative episodes in one fucking day. At this point, I'm pretty sure... Here's the thing. Medication isn't something you should jump into. But 4 dissociative episodes in a day, that should probably scream therapy or medication. The fact that she isn't on either is not frightening, but definitely eyebrow-raising. I don't think you should force her, Leo. I mean, we already did this informally before you came in. Very well, then. Anthony, you can go back to your seat. I would have flipped him off so fucking badly. I wouldn't. I fucking wouldn't. You know I wouldn't. Here's the thing. This guy is the dumbest teacher in the world. But here's the thing. We're seeing this from Entity's perspective. We're not seeing it from everybody else's. Sometimes when people say things, they don't understand what they're saying because we don't tell them what they mean. Which is what reaching out helps. Reaching out and shedding light on all of the problems helps people identify what not to step on when they're trying to reach out to you. Because when they walk towards you, they'll sometimes step on landmines and both of you will end up getting hurt. But if you help them, they can avoid them and they can make it to you. So, reaching out does help. Just that sometimes there's assholes that don't pay attention and don't listen, which result in only one person getting hurt. I will not elaborate any further. I'll walk back to my seat next to Kirana. I failed again. I can't even introduce myself. Dad and Kirana must be disappointed in me. Anu even stood up for me. I don't dare to look at anyone. I'm too much of a disappointment to be worthy of any task. Baby steps, alright? I couldn't even do this. I couldn't even do this in high school. I had so much trouble doing this in classes, alright? I understand this. I understand the anxiety. I understand all of this. A lot. More than I care to admit. Suddenly I felt a warm feeling on my back. I turned to Kirana. Kirana is caressing my back. Weirdly enough, this does help. I will not elaborate, right? Things are different for a lot of people, but this does tend to help. It's okay, Entity. Oh my god. We have this very bad illusion of... Here's the thing. Mentity has a very bad illusion of people, and that's what it is, right? Like, we constantly think that everybody hates us, and that's the best, and in the weirdest way, it's better to assume that everybody hates you, because everybody likes you, it just puts too much expectations on you. But if everybody hates you, you know what they're expecting, and even though it still hurts, it's still more predictable. That's all for today. That's all for today's lesson. Have a good lunch. See you tomorrow. God damn it. Are those actually what bells sound like? I wouldn't know. Hey, that's the break time bell. Did you bring your lunch? I shake my head softly at Kirana. Am I the only one that doesn't know what head shaking means? I'm assuming that's a no. Yeah, because if you're nodding, then yeah. Okay. I'm a fucking idiot. This morning was too noisy, was too busy preparing myself I cannot fucking read. This morning I was too busy preparing myself mentally, let alone preparing my lunch. I don't prepare my lunch either. I suck at that. Now let's go to the cafeteria, okay? Alex, Tony! Holy shit, somebody's running across the classroom. A teacher's shout is heard from outside the classroom, followed by the sound of running feet. The whole class ran out to see what is happening. Kanana grabs me so I can take a look too. Our class is on the second floor, so we could see the yard and the other classes from the balcony in the front of our class. Wouldn't know that experience. My throat is still fucking killing me. 2 students were running around the yard after a teacher. I can't see their faces from where I stand, but I think I saw one of them before, on the motorcycle. What's up? He was the one who sped up on the road and almost hit Dad's car this morning. Yeah, it's nothing. Surprised to see a teacher and the students behave like cat and mouse. You didn't have any of this in your old school, huh? I shook my head. Oh, the usual one. Alex and Donnie. A female student sighed and heads back to class. The crowd began to disperse, and they were satisfied to see the teachers finally managed to stop the 2 students named Alex and Donnie. The delinquents, I'm assuming. After everyone goes away, Anu looks deep in thought, and she watches over Alex and Donnie being scolded by a disappointed teacher. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Alex and Donnie are in our year. They always get in trouble with the teachers. Does it always end in a chase like that? Nah, not every day, but they do get scolded a lot. They never get a warning letter or even kicked out? Nope, Alex actually ranked 2nd in our year. Donnie is a bona fide athlete, a literal Olympiad champion. The teachers can't figure out why they're being so troublesome, and yet so bright. That is the dilemma. Welcome to the same predicament of having a jock as the main bully in early 2000s animations, Danny Phantom, Spider-Man, you get what I'm saying. And yet they're not punished because the entire school depends on them in their football and stuff. It's a weird dilemma. Both of them? I guess even smart people can be troublemakers, huh? Bro, Dr. Robotnik is a smart person and he's considered a troublemaker. I don't know why Dr. Robotnik was the first thing that came to mind. Dr. Doom would have probably been a better one. I'm not even. So, are we going to the cafeteria or what? Wait, are we waiting? Wait, what? Are we saying wait up as in wait for me? Or are you saying wait up as in we're gonna go talk to somebody? Wait up. Wait, what's wrong? Not hungry yet? Rumbles. My stomach rumbles before I can even answer Kanana's question. Lovely. Lovely. Comedic timing. Perfect. Perfect. Your stomach answered for you. Let's go. Kanana then walked with me to the cafeteria. Oh, right. Eating disorder. That's a thing. If you don't know what an eating disorder is, Jaden is actually someone who has dealt with an eating disorder and went into a lot more detail. I can't remember exactly one of the exact video, but basically, an eating disorder is basically where you think too much about your weight and the fat on your body, so you genuinely want to not eat as much as possible. But that isn't the only reason an eating disorder can show up. Sometimes you just don't want to feed yourself because you just don't feel like eating for a variety of reasons. You don't deserve it, you don't care enough, and you're very body dysmorphic and you just want to slim down and stuff. Like it's a variety of reasons. But that's basically what an eating disorder is. Bad throat today. During lunchtime, the cafeteria is packed with Regina High students. The cafeteria is pretty wide, but still looks filled with students who wander around to order their meals from the stalls and chit-chat while they eat. That's basically what this fucking is. I recommend the box, though. They're so delicious. I don't even know what that is. You want some? I nod softly as I look around. I am so hungry, I don't care what I eat. That's good. That is good. Always remember to eat healthy. Eat healthy. Not eat healthy as in eat your veggies. Eat what you want. Be free. Enjoy yourself for who you are. And eat whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Nobody cares. Let's be honest. And if people say that they care about what you eat, slap them in the face. Unless you need to eat you do need to eat your veggies. I am not good at motivations, alright? 3 bowls of bakso, please. 3? Well, 1 for you and 2 for me. Let's wait over there. Kirana reminds me so much of, what's her name? There's a character in Quintessential Quintuplets that loves to eat. It's one of the twins. Well, one of the quintuplets. Itsuki. And also Aqua, the one that just fucking gorges herself in Konosuba. Kirana reminds me of those characters. Me and Kirana sat down near the bakso stall. Next to our table, a cliche? Yeah, that's actually... Here's the thing. I'm not good with words. I struggle. A cliche. I was gonna say a cliche. Alright? Because I have no idea how the fuck anybody not English would know how to fucking say this word. It doesn't compute with any English at all. So, yeah, it is a cliche if pretty girls are chatting. Those earrings look so cute. Not even an attempt. Not even an attempt. Yeah. Where did you get them? This is such a cliche. Even the hair twirl is so on the nose. I got them at the, oh my god, the Gedong Indonesia Mall. Is that an actual place? Here's the thing. It already mentioned Jakarta, but is this an actual place? I doubt the school is an actual place. I feel like it's a made-up place. Apparently there's a lot of malls, but there isn't one specifically called Gedong Indonesia Mall. There's only the Grand Indonesia Mall, the Grand Indonesia, and the Plaza Indonesia. There's a lot of malls. But there isn't one specifically called that. They're so cute, aren't they? The girl they call Google Help. Is that with the accent?
Putri.
It is with the accent, apparently. Putri. I'm being told to go to sleep. Okay, apparently the name is Putri. Showed off her earrings to the other girls. The same kind of earrings worn by my... Oh my fucking god. My... Anime on Instakilo. I'm assuming Instagram. And Anime is probably an influencer of some type. Like the exact same. So cool. Just listening to them makes me tired. I get that. I understand this immediately. Putri and her friends sound like my old schoolmates. Your bakso bowls are ready. Please enjoy. Sweet. Let's eat. Kanana's recommended bakso bowls look really tasty. The meat scent of hot broth wafts under my nose. That actually sounds pretty good. My growling stomach urged me to consume it fast. I personally would say thank you for the recommendation. Thank you for the recommendation, nah. This looks so tasty. You're welcome. Eat up, you won't regret it. I'm kind of curious. What is bakso? I'll put up a picture if I know if I find one. Holy shit. Bakso Solo Samrat. Okay, bakso, the Indonesian dish. Oh shit, that looks so fucking tasty. I'll put up a picture of exactly the image that I found. This looks so fucking tasty. I am honestly getting hungry looking at that image. If it's on screen right now, and I hope it is, anyone who's Indonesian, let me know if this is a good recommendation, because it looks so fucking good. I would eat that. I would. I wouldn't even care if it's spicy or anything like that. I would fucking eat it. I do have a problem with spicy food, unironically, so that's why I'm saying it. I immediately cut the huge bakso meatball into a bite-sized piece and put it in my mouth. In my mouth. The taste of salty salt. Oh my fucking god! You can tell I'm tired. The taste of salty meatiness from the bakso covers my tongue with every bite I had. That sounds fucking incredible. It reminds me of another dish I've had, but I can't remember the name of it at the moment, so I can't really say what it is. But I definitely have had something similar, and God, does that sound good right about now. It's good, right? So good. I nod along as I continue eating. Kirana smiles, watching me completely immersed in my bakso heaven. Appreciate it. Also, I have no fucking clue how long it's been. It's an hour and 30 minutes. Gonna save again. Wait, what? Are you sure you want to overwrite this data? Yes. Alright, 9:27, 10:20, 10:24. 10:20, 20:24. Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. I feel sleepy. As we enjoy our bakso, I feel a stare coming from the side of us. I glance at Putri's table. Everyone else at the table is eating light snacks while Putri stares at me. Eh? What you staring at, girl? Isn't Putri the one that passed out in the fucking, in the place? Putri continues to stare. I don't remember doing anything that could have offended her. Yeah, of course, that's what we go for. Of course, that's the first thing that we say. God, we always think we did something wrong to others because of our very existence. Or maybe I did it by accident? But a male student shows up and patted Putri's shoulder. Eh? Alvin? You startled me. Is this Joker from Persona 5? I'm sorry, but he literally looks just like him. Glasses and all. Minus the little beauty mark right there. Have you eaten? Your mom texted me that you haven't eaten since last night. I see. She has the eating... Oh, God. I just thought of something. Eating disorder means... Oh, my God. My fucking... everything. Eating disorder means low electrolytes, low carbs, low energy. Passing out is something that could happen if the eating disorder is left unchecked. So, you know. That's slightly worrying. But yeah, she's the one with the eating disorder. I saw it in the warning. It shows signs of depression, anxiety, eating disorders in the works. I honestly thought it was all going to be portrayed in one character. But no, it's portrayed among a lot of characters, and that's really interesting. I'm on a diet, Vin. Ooh, Putri's on a diet. That's not the right thing to say, and you clearly don't know Putri, and you clearly don't like her as a friend. You're just hanging out because you're fucking popular. You're already skinny, Poot. That's not what she sees. Putri's friends tease her over her diet program. Ah, I get it now. Putri wasn't staring at me, but at the box, so I'm eating. Seems like she's really hungry. Putri is still fat like this. I never want to let myself go. Like, Putri looks over at Kirana, who's still slurping at her bakso. I consciously look away. Kirana may be on the larger side, but she's healthy and strong. exactly. Size doesn't actually matter. It's how healthy the person is. So don't be ashamed of your size so long as you're healthy. If you want to get a better fit, then yeah, work for it. Go do whatever makes you happy. But I have a feeling that her quote-unquote diet might be because of body dysmorphia. If you've seen The Amazing Digital Circus, to be honest, who hasn't? It is slightly touched upon by Zubul, who does suffer from body dysmorphia. I don't know the terminology exactly. It was literally in the video of sarcastic choruses that might be playing on screen. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'm not the editor. Wait a minute. Yes, I am. Ha 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 ha. I'm just not the editor right now. I am currently the game player. But yeah, I don't know the exact terminology, but it could be because of that. There's nothing wrong with Corona's body as long as she's healthy. There you go. We might be sharing the same brain cell, me and, Mitt. I've already forgotten her name. What's her name? Mentity. I've already forgotten her name. I suck with names. Apologies. Having something unhealthy once won't make anyone suddenly fat either. Poochie's weight will increase even if I eat only a little. Then have a little then, Poot. I am scared, then. You don't get it. We can continue to eavesdrop, even if we are eating our box, though, just to be clear. This is entertainment. Why? Dietus, would you like to explain? If I did end up playing the video of Dietus explaining how loners just tune out everything and only tune into the interesting conversations, then cut this part out and continue the video. Otherwise, I just explained it, so there you go. But yeah, we can continue eavesdropping even if we are eating our box, so it's just dinner and a show. I hate saying that. I'm sorry. Eavesdropping. I like to see where this goes. Let's keep eavesdropping on Poochie and Alvin. But I put a piece of Boxo in my mouth as I look in Poochie's direction. Our eyes meet. And we both look away in embarrassment. Do you want me to buy your favorite Boxo? Say yes, girl. Honestly. I understand, right? I understand not the body dysmorphia per se, but I understand where it's coming from. And I do understand the food disorders and the eating disorder, right? I understand that. While it can't... Well, here's the thing. While I don't exactly know how I would help somebody with this, because I'm not informed enough, like, there are some things I'm not informed enough on. Like, anxiety disorders, depression, all that sort of stuff. I know that shit so much and so well, because I've read about it. Eating disorders is a little bit outside of my ballpark. I'm still learning, alright? Is that my major? No. Is that anything that I'm learning academically? No, 100% no. It's basically just a hobby and more or less a teaching experience. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments down below. I would be more than happy to read any of your guys' suggestions. And any of your guys' anything, really. Like, not a lot of people comment on my videos, and anytime they do, I actually read them. Even though I don't react or anything, I don't like them, I don't heart them, I don't pin them. Even if I don't do any of that, I still read them. So, yeah. Leave comments, guys. Most YouTubers do read your comments. Even though it doesn't look like it, they do read your comments. Maybe each and every one of them, maybe every 500 or so. There's a lot of comments. But I don't get a lot of comments, so I'm obviously going to be reading each and every one that comes through. So don't be ashamed to leave a comment. Leaving a like would be good too, but I don't really care about likes. I only care about playing the games because it's fun. And if helping you guys helps, and if playing this game helps you guys in any sort of way, and my long-ass rambles about the over-explaining of each and every one of these things does help you, then more power to you. That's basically the only reason I'm playing this game. Also because it was really interesting and I'm really attracted to the art style. I love games like this. I love the art. And also this, flowers, take some flowers, have some flowers. I love that. It's a great touch. Boxo. Yeah, better to eat rather than staring at other people's. Alvin, don't say that out loud. People will hear it. I struggle to hold back my laughter. I would be choking on my food if I heard that. Instead, I choked on some bread. Me and... Dude, we are literally sharing the exact same brain cell. How? I have no idea how. Mentity, are you alright? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just being a fucking eavesdropper. Don't worry about me. Just choked on a bit of broth. I can hear Poochie and her friends laugh. I look down in shame. Yeah, eavesdropping is not the best thing. Kirana also looks down and whispers to me, "Don't pay attention to that table." Popular cliches are always like that. Thinking they're all that. Especially the one named Putri. So pretentious. You know them? I mean, everyone here knows Putri. The most popular girl in the school. Of course. Of course that's her cliche. Gotta hold up to those standards. Gotta hold up to that. It's probably what started the eating disorder. If it wasn't body dysmorphia. I'm surprised a boy like Alvin could get close to a girl like her. Probably a childhood friend actually looking out for her. And even though they don't talk much at school, both still care about each other enough to be in their contacts. And one basically has the mom in the back pocket saying, "Hey, look after my daughter. Make sure she eats." Which, good on the mom, by the way. And also, good on this guy. Keeping an eye out for the friends, you know? I can only nod as I listen to Kirana's explanation. Seems like I have to remember so many names. Why? How? How does this game know? How does this game know? Like, immediately, it just knows exactly my issues. How? Not remembering the names. It has the same jokes. Has the exact same thing. How does it know? How? This game knows me way too well. And like what, huh? A boy's voice cuts our conversation. Kiran and I look up from our whispered huddle. Oh my god. Aditya, the student council president who spoke before the ceremony, stood next to us. Huh? Aditya? Aditya looks so confident and affable. More like laughable. Dude looks like a stud. That is the wrong word. Dude looks like basically everybody's dreamboat. I'm not good with any sort of words. The word I'm trying to look for is, dude is basically the basic bitch of basic bitch, default avatar of everybody's generic love interest in high school. That's the best way I can put it. I was trying to get there, I couldn't figure it out. But dude looks so basic. Short hair, confident, small amounts of muscles, but not too muscly. So not JoJo, but kind of JoJo. Basically, the approachable JoJo. The one who is quote-unquote attractive, but also the nice one that won't push you away and won't kill you with them muscles. Basically, a basic bitch. No offense to the art style, no offense to the drawing, no offense at all. That's just the vibe I get from this guy and his little fucking face. Weirdly enough, this guy's hair reminds me a little bit of Denji's. But that's because it's the exact same fucking hairstyle. It's generic and it's iconic. What can you do? Here's a student council mark on his sleeve. Oh, so fucking pretentious. He smiles at me after greeting Kirana. I heard the new student in... Fucking hell. I heard there's a new student in school. So I wanted to say hello. This isn't me giving this guy a voice. This is my voice literally fucking dying. I went to class and you weren't there. I asked around and they said you went out with Kirana. And we all know where Kirana hangs out. Must be the cafeteria. That is offensive. That is offensive look I have ever fucking seen. Am I that predictable? Always in the cafeteria, huh? See? She took offense. Didn't know what the fuck that was. Don't know if you guys heard it either. Didn't mean it like that. Relax. Oh yeah, Dick. Let me introduce you to that new student. We were friends in elementary school. Mentity? Mentity is her name. Oh, your name is actually Mentity. I'm Aditya. Shake his hand and stay quiet and look down. We'll shake his hand. But we're probably going to start panicking and get self-conscious about it, though. I offer my hand towards Aditya. Mentity. Aditya smiles and firmly shakes my hand. Of course he does. Look at his face. He's so basic. He'd give generic main character Kun a run for his money. I'm sorry, I genuinely thought of a generic main character I could compare this guy to demean him a little more. I couldn't think of anybody. He's so generic. I'm sorry, he just screams so generic towards me. Genuinely. Nice to meet you, Mentity. Alright, I have this. Aditya reaches into his pants pocket and pulls out a piece of candy. He offers his hand out with me. Are you offering me drugs? I'm sorry, but nobody gives people candy in a high school setting, and it ain't drugs. I'm sorry. That's not... no. For you, Mentity. Sorry I haven't prepared a welcome package for you, just because I was only made aware about the news this morning. Here's the thing, I'm too busy reading, I didn't even notice the faces were changing. I noticed our faces changing, but I didn't notice his. So sorry. I take the candy from Aditya's hand. He seems kind-hearted, going to all the trouble to think about a welcoming package and the like. Such a good person. No wonder he became the student council president. Yeah. Actually, pop some glasses on this guy, and he reminds me of a character from Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, which is an actual anime. I'll put the character up side by side so you can see why I'm getting the comparison. Just putting some glasses on this guy will make that big of a difference. Moved by his kindness, I smile back at Aditya. Thank you. And of course he fucking blushes. Yes. Alright, Entity. Thank you for helping Sasha this morning. Oh yeah, it was Sasha. It wasn't Putri, it was Sasha. You know, the girl who fainted during the ceremony? Oh. Yeah. It's the least I could do. I usually look out for her, but I got a little caught up this morning. Luckily you were around, Mentity. So it wasn't Putri. So, I mean, what I said still stands. If you don't eat enough, you will eventually pass out from lack of energy, carbs, electrolytes, the works. But if it wasn't Putri, then I'm glad that they're doing better than passing out in the middle of fucking Indonesian summer, or whatever season this is. Actually, it is a new school year, so you're coming out of summer, so yeah, it'd still be pretty hot. Especially in Indonesia. I don't know the temperature over there, but I'm assuming it's hot. But yeah, passing out, that's not a good sign. Maybe because of the heat. Let's put it like that. We're not gonna worry about them. They're fine. Everyone's fine. It was just because of the heat. They didn't have enough water. Stay hydrated. By the way, what do you think of the school? Cozy, isn't it? No one has been mean to you, right, Mentity? Let me know so I can murder them. The events of the day flashed through my mind. I got dropped off by my dad. I was welcomed by Kirana and Miss Linda. Oh, and Leo too. He's an asshole. Then in class I met Ayuth, and then there's Putri, who also didn't. Everyone is weird. This school feels too safe for me. It's weird. It's literally Komi Can't Communicate. If you didn't know, the Komi Can't Communicate high school is basically a school where a lot of people with quirks and just weird attributes go to, so that way they can all fit in a familiar environment to slowly evolve from those weird quirks. Which is a pretty cool principle to base a story off of, and also just adds more flavor to the story instead of just having generic high school. So, good job to the author, which is Tomohiro Oda. Yes, I had to pull up the manga. Here's something you probably didn't know. I do own all 30 volumes of the Komi Can't Communicate manga, and yes, I have read it all. Still trying to get 31, because it came out not that long ago. But yeah, Tomohiro Oda. Good job on making a good story. My fucking voice. But this is probably a school where a lot of people have mental disorders and or disorders in general. So we might be running into a lot more disorders in this school, and that's why it feels safe and more familiar. Everybody's equally understanding, and everybody is equally, I wouldn't say respectable towards these disorders as narcissists, for example. They only care about themselves. They like themselves a little too much, would be a better way to put it. And while they can have sympathy for others, it is very rare. Like, what's his name? Nakahime? No, what's the blue-haired character's name from Comey Can't Communicate? I'll put up a picture. This guy. In the anime, he is portrayed as a narcissist, but he does portray a few amount of like stress and or anxiety attacks in the anime itself. And in the manga, he does eventually get a crush on somebody, and even though he is like full of himself, he does care for another character, so he can feel empathy towards other people. And most narcissists can. A good example being Tony Stark. Honestly, watch Cinema Therapy. They break it down so well. Like, yes, Tony Stark does exhibit some form of narcissism, but he can feel empathy for others. Back to my main point. The reason this environment does feel safe, more safe than than other environments, is because it's actually created to make these people feel safe, even though they have all these disorders. And that is not only really good, but also really intuitive, I will say. And while most people won't have the same respect for other people's disorders as one person with a disorder and another person with a disorder would, but there is a mutual understanding there to not be an asshole, basically. Like, was everybody being an asshole to us? Was everybody bullying us? No. They just wanted to get to know us. They wanted to see the fresh meat, to say it for what it was. It was only our interpretation of what happened that made it a negative experience. So, there is a little bit of mutual understanding, because not only did the crowd disperse, but they also kind of didn't bring it up again. We kind of just filled the blank in and just put in negative thoughts. So it is a safe environment. I did notice that. That is a really cool call out from our character here. Safe. Safe? Nothing. I'm so glad to hear that you feel safe. A school is supposed to be your second home. It's supposed to be safe. I don't think that's true there, bud. So we might actually see some people-pleasing behavior from this guy. Because he is outgoing, and he is kind of going above and beyond for a brand new student. So he might be a little bit of a people-pleaser or an overachiever that kind of crosses that boundary into unhealthy overachiever. Because it's okay to overachieve, and it's okay to be selfless. But there's difference between selfless and overachieving and people-pleasing, basically. Like, there's healthy boundaries and there's unhealthy boundaries. That's basically what I'm saying. So you might see some sort of behavior from this guy that might present itself as healthy at first, but will later present to be unhealthy later down the line. Think Yotsuba from, again, quintessential quintuplets. A people-pleaser completely. In the final stretch of the series, if you've watched the movie, she basically just spends the entire, spoilers, the entire stretch of the festival helping out so many people, but on the second day she collapses, and even after she passes out from exhaustion, she still gets up and wobbles out of the hospital trying to make amends, even though she put all of that on herself. That's basically what a people-pleasing behavior leads to unhealthy, but it is good to help out others, it's good to be selfless, but it can cross into unhealthy boundaries, is what I'm saying. Apparently the fast forward button is glowing. I nodded Aditya. Second home, huh? I never thought of school as a second home before. School felt too scary to be considered a second home. Yeah. Kind of what I just said. Kind of. With this many people, how could you call this home? A foster home? God, that is dark. That was dark. I did call this guy, I did call Metaire's father Bruce Wayne just because of that fucking hairline. Oh, I'm terrible. Metaire? Yes? Just relax. Hi. What the fuck? Hang on. What the hell? You bastard! Jesus Christ! I kind of just skipped over that. Get over here. Oh god, running. A shout pierces from the hallways. A boy runs towards the cafeteria while being chased by another one. Hello? Oh my god. I mean, we found Alex. Holy shit, does he look so fucking familiar. Oh my god, this guy is trying to be edgy. The delinquent hair, the chain around the neck, the chain down here, and of course the chain watch and the black underneath the white. Dude's trying to be edgy. Dude's trying. But dude just looks like generic bad boy. I'm sorry. He genuinely just looks generic. What character is he reminding me of? If I find it in editing, I'll put it up on screen. If there's nothing, then I couldn't find it or I couldn't remember to. But, oh my god, he is so fucking familiar. I said get over here. Don't you dare run away from me. Oh my god. Why does he also look so familiar? Dude looks like, shit, what's his name from Digimon? Literally the exact same haircut, too. The guy with the walrus. Fuck. I don't remember his name. Joe, right? I think it's Joe. Why would I approach someone evil like you? Oh, you dare approach me. I swear to God, I didn't mean to put that JoJo reference in there. It kind of slipped in. Evil? Who are you calling evil? You're the one who's been calling people evil. I was right, wasn't I? Ayu is indeed your favorite. The whole cafeteria is now in ruckus. How? Alex seems to be fighting with another student I don't recognize. Donnie, standing behind Alex, clenches his fist. Reminds me of two characters, actually. Weirdly enough. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to read that. Teme, get over here. Donnie, Alex, and their foe ready to fist fight in the center of the cafeteria. Kinana pulls me out to stay away while Aditya approaches them. The people in the cafeteria gathered around to witness what was happening. Calm down, everyone. Calm down, you say? This bastard just insulted Ayu. I'm just stating the truth. You can't handle the truth. You still want to run your mouth? God, this genuinely feels like high school. Suddenly I felt dizzy. Oh, right. Alex's brutish words echoing in my head. Feels like I have heard those words before, but where? I don't want to bring this up because it is a touchy subject for many, but considering that the father is, one, very intuitive about his daughter's mental health, and also knows that there's issues, and yet there's no mom mentioned. You guys can see where this is going. Maybe the mother was kind of abusive, which causes us to disassociate, which then caused the anxiety disorders, which then caused everything. Because nothing hurts more than a parent's abuse. Clearly. If it does flash back to that, fucking called it. Where? Anthony, let's get out of here. Back to class, yeah? Come on, be strong, Anthony. My body feels weak, but Kanana was right. I have to be strong. Ayu wouldn't be happy if you had to fight here, Alex. So, try to remember why you're defending Ayu like this. This is none of your business, dit. This is between me and Alex. If you make a fuss at school, it's clearly my business. Ayu. Seems to have something to do with Alex for him to get so angry. Get over here, asshole. Hey, we got swearing. Lovely. Thank God that I'm not the only one swearing. The game swears too. Love it. Alex readies a punch. This is bad. I run out of cafeteria. Yeah, physical violence, especially with people who disassociate, tends to be a trigger, especially considering the fact that, here's the thing, dissociation doesn't happen because it just happens. It happens because you're in a high-stress environment, and it stems from something that happened when you were younger, which in turn is most likely parental or guardian abuse, or somebody of that nature. And because you're dissociating, you just don't want to be in that situation, so you kind of just retreat into either your mind or somewhere else, which tends to be a memory or whatever. But dissociation also tends to cloud memories, so that way you don't re-feel these feelings. So running away is kind of accurate in this scenario. And I'm kind of worried to find out the backstory. I have to. Call Leo, call Miss Lena, call Ayu. Which one would be better? If we call Ayu, it would probably calm down Alex. If I call Leo, he's probably going to be a dumbass teacher. If we call Miss Lena, it could escalate the situation, but an authority figure is always better. But we're going to call Ayu just because that's the reason that Alex is even fighting. I run towards my class. Ayu must be there. Taking such an interest in the story. And we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Guess this is going to be a long-ass episode. Once we cross the 2-hour mark, which will be in 5 minutes, I'm going to end the video, even if it was a little bit left until the chapter ends, just to be clear. Running out of breath, my legs can't keep up with my pace. You should work out more. Ah! Mentity. I fell into someone I didn't see. When I open my eyes, I see Sasha, who also fell down in front of me. Who is Sasha? Oh! Once again, I'm being reminded of a character with this exact same hairstyle. Whatever. Not the problem. Hey, Sasha. How's it going? I quickly stand up and help Sasha get up. I'm sorry, Sasha, isn't it? Yes. Are you the new student? I nod. Oh, somebody else who's equally as shy. That's cool. I was going to introduce myself, then I remember Alex and his rival are currently having a commotion in the cafeteria. I'll see you later. Eh. I run, leaving a confused Sasha behind. That's how it be. That's how it be. Why does it feel like 2 people are running? Ayu, who was eating her lunch with another student, immediately looked at me, who was shouting at the door of the classroom. Other students also turned towards me, and now there's a lot of attention. Ayu approaches me at the door. What's up, Mintry? Cafeteria. Alex? Fight. Oh my god, I'm sorry if that fucking destroyed your ears, but that just made me laugh. Cafeteria. Alex? Concern. Fight. Damn it! Again, all it took was 3 words, and she immediately knows all the information. You clearly know Alex is anything. Damn it! Aya runs towards the cafeteria. I keep up with Anya from behind. Also, we'd be out of breath, so it makes sense that we said 3 words. That wasn't even us being shy, that was just out of breath. When we reach the cafeteria, Kirana approaches me in a panic. Mentity, where did you run off to? I guess for breath because I was tired. Like I just said. Eat this! Oh my god, if there's blood, I swear to god. I mean, this game is kind of adult. Kind of. I say kind of because it has adult topics. And has language. I don't think adult topics is the right word. I'll put the rating up on screen. Alex, who had been punching his opponent, stopped and fell silent. His knuckles look red. Yeah, he literally just punched somebody, and now he's ashamed of his actions, as either his crush or the girl that he was fighting for is telling him to shut the fuck up and stop being a fucking macho man. Anya breaks up the fight by holding Alex and his opponent hands up. Alex silently complies with whatever Anya had in mind. Donnie let go of his restraint of Alex's foe and retreated into the crowd. What's the point of punching each other? Does anything get solved with fists? Debatable. What are you fighting over anyway? You don't need to know. If I'm not allowed to know, then that means it's not important. It is important. Then why? Starting point. That's interesting. Anya let go of their wrists. The student who was fighting Alex ran away from the cafeteria. All spectators are in awe of Anya's ability to stop the fight. Political diplomacy, ladies and gentlemen. That was not the right terminology. The correct terminology was diplomacy. The ability to settle down. I'm just gonna keep going. I had a point. I lost it. Who knows where the fuck it went? Have some flowers. The crowd breaks into a murmur of hushed conversations gushing over Anya, of course. What are you all looking at? Go fuck yourselves. Chest aside, the crowd's dispersed and everyone heads back to their seats. Now it definitely feels like high school. Kiran and I stood still because our seats were taken by other students. These motherfuckers. Mentity, thank you. Heh. Anu smiles at me. Surprise, all I can do is nod. Yep, that would be me. After the atmosphere returned to normal, Kanana and I found our seats. You ran to call Anu, didn't you? Yeah. It's a good thing you did it quickly. I actually took my time, surprisingly. If not, well... Wasn't Aditya here? If there is a fight, Was he knocked out or something like that? Break time is over. Oh no. Let's hurry to class. There is a killer teacher. Kirana and I scurry back to class. Aditya. What's going on with him? The game has been saved. And that's where I'm going to end it for the first episode of The Sun Shines on Us.